here. So I want to talk a little bit about this buyer's agent and firing them over not providing proof of funds. I know that sounds extreme. However, it is incredibly important. It's very simple to get a cash buyer's proof of funds. They can either send over a screenshot of the bank balance that shows the bank, their name, and the balance, or you can go and just call the bank and say, hey, I need something stating that I have X amount of dollars in the bank so that I can submit it with this offer. They see it all the time. It's not uncommon. It's super easy to do. Takes 5 minutes. Now, from the lending perspective, that's a little different because you have to talk to a lender. You have to provide documentation. We do not want a pre-authorization. We want a pre-approval. There is a big difference. One, they just look at super basic stuff. They don't dig into anything. And just because you have that pre-authorization, you don't necessarily get to be pre-approved. They can always come back and say, we looked into it a little bit more. No thanks, we're not going to take on this loan. So you really want to get that pre-approval. Basically, with the pre-approval, you're going to be providing tax documents, like W-2s or like previously filed taxes. You're going to be providing 2 months worth of bank statements for whatever account you're going to be having these funds come out of for closing and upfront costs and things like that. You're going to need to provide information about your job, any kind of debts that you have. They're going to pull your credits. You have to give them authorization for that. All of these things are really important, but they can look at that, send it over to an underwriter and say, hey, what are our chances here? What are we looking at? What are we thinking? They can tell you your loan type. Some are very specific, like VA is specific to veterans. However, FHA, USDA, just a conventional loan, all of those things have different requirements, have different standards to what amount of money you have to put down, how much the seller can give you in concessions. It all varies. So it's really important to find this out so that your lender can provide you with a pre-approval for the type of loan that is going to best suit your needs and your situation. So this is really important because you need to give that to your agent. And then if your agent drops the ball and does not provide that with an offer that you want to present, just plan that your offer is not even going to get looked at. They're going to look at it and see that it's not there, and they're going to say they're not serious. Why would they send me an offer and not show me that they can buy this house? They have somebody financially backing them, or they have the ability to financially back themselves in cash. You have to give them that. And when you don't, listing agents, they don't look at it. I mean, yeah, they might present it because they are required to, but they are going to advise their client that without that, the offer holds no weight. And you don't want that. You don't want your offer in a tight market to hold zero weight. And your agent should know this. And if they don't, it's unfortunate. Agents don't learn everything in school, and I understand that. Everybody is new. However, find someone who is seasoned enough to know how to present an offer, everything that needs to be in that offer, all the documents. It's not just about the contract. It's not just about the pre-approvals. You also need to have any subsequent documents that are provided. Do you have to have, is there a seller's disclosure on file that you need to review and sign? Is there a community association agreement, so like for HOAs and things like that, that is on file that you need to sign? Is it a house that needs a lead-based paint exhibit? If so, you need to do that and sign it and submit all of it. And if you do that, your offer is going to look perfect. It is going to be the best offer if it has everything in it, even if it's not the best offer. Now, having the best visual offer does not mean you're going to get the deal, but it does give you a leg up, because if you turn around and have an offer that's close to somebody else, but then the other offer that's submitted that maybe was a little bit higher than yours doesn't submit all of these things, and it's messy and it's difficult to actually get the documents from the other agent, your agent is going to most likely advise you that that's not the best situation. If we're already starting out with somebody who's slack and not doing what needs to be done and not looking out for the best interest of their client, you can imagine how this transaction is going to go. Now, we always want to get the most money for our clients. We always want a fair deal. However, we don't want it to be pulling teeth to make that deal work. I am not saying that an agent's going to look at an offer and tell you not to accept something based off of their opinion. However, A good agent is going to give you all of the facts and let you decide if you want to deal with a headache or if you don't. So make sure that you have that pre-approval. If they're not asking you for it, you need to ask them, hey, do you need this? Because it is so important to have that. My name is Morgan Rountree with Morgan Rountree Realty. If you have any questions about lending, need some advice on who to talk to about lending, please give me a call, text, email. All my information is there. Be happy to help you out, and we can go a little bit more in depth with this on a personal level and figure out where you need to be, who you need to talk to, and what kind of loans might be accessible to you.